Hey guys, it's RCK and I'm glad to have you back here again. Today we're going to be going over turn 25, 26, and 27 if I'm not mistaken. So go already looking at here what we have here from our messages. We already found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magic sites. That's awesome. We found 33 good blood slaves. We had found some patrol. We found the enemy patrolling. So we killed some heretics. Very nice. I'm glad we found them. We were trying to patrol them out. I didn't really kill any bandits, unfortunately. Found another magic site. We'll have to check what that is. Salt statue. And got 2 earth gems, so let's go ahead and start checking these sites out since we didn't have any battles. Sink marsh, so that gives us one water gem per turn. That's very nice. That's found in that throne there. The golden throne. We see a lot of dwarves here on the edges. They must assume, I think we do have a nap with them, but they might think that we're might be attacking them even though we're just patrolling. Next, we have the Endless Forest. Now that gives us 1 astral and one nature gem here, so that is very, very nice. Of course, we want to get as much astral as we can. We're already up to astral plus 12 a turn and then plus 4 for nature. Next, we have the Mirror Wall Palace and the Ancient Temple. Okay, so we got another sorceress site. So this is the second one. This also gives 3 air gems a turn. That is sweet. And then we got Ancient Temple that gives us 1 astral gem per turn, or 1 astral pearl per turn. And for the next one, we have a Canyon of Wild Winds. That gives us 2 air gems per turn. So this is up to 5 extra air gems now, just in this one turn. So we're up to 12 air gems a turn. That is really sweet. That will be a very good income for us to get Dark Skies up later on. And we found a statue. No, I thought we had that. Let's see. So this is the Magic Site event. So let's see. So it is a statue of Hideous Visage here. The Thaumaturgy plus a bonus of 5. Not bad, not bad. Would have been better if it was a gem site almost. I mean, Thaumaturgy is not bad. We could definitely cast a few things. We haven't worked in it at all. That's the only downside to it. What could we cast? Teleport, Augur, Hardspecs. Nothing on the early pieces here. We could do Raging Hearts. Not that great. Unless it's on a cap to give that plus 60 unrest. It's 10 fire gems though. Gateway. Gateway wouldn't be bad. Can't really do Gift of Reason. Melancholy is a good one. I've used it once. I guess it's not really worth the 20 earth gems, but I have cast it because there is that morale check in there, and I've cast it during Dark Skies. Not in this game, but I have before, just to see how much worth I could get out of it. I mean, we could cast globals here. That would be decent. Making all these globals a little bit cheaper, being in Thaumaturgy. Didn't think of that. Galegate. Black Death. We don't have that high of death anyway. But we could do things like Purgatory, Dark Skies, Galegate. That'd be pretty good. So yeah, really a big increase there in our gems. We're looking at pretty decent overall. Lots of air and a lot of astral. Everything else is kind of average throughout. Only 1 death. We haven't really gotten to search a lot of death yet. Water's coming along at plus 4, so is fire at plus 6, so that's pretty nice. It's only turn 25. So I mean, it's looking okay. I mean, pretty decent in what we want. We do want a lot of astral. We do want a lot of air. So that's looking pretty good. Getting more of these riders here just to mess around and patrol with them, just to have them. I think they're decent enough. We see Barbs on this vampire fort here. We see Nolan has taken these other provinces. There's 2 scouts there. I wonder if they took that with a scout. Dwarves just took 85, so they control that throne. Lots and lots of troops here. It doesn't seem like they're building a fort here. I don't know what's quite going on with that. But Nolan seems to be taking out the vampire counts pretty quickly. Hopefully we can grab 68. We haven't really moved in that direction yet. Don't have a lot of troops, but troops we do have are pretty tough, so I think we would be able to take what we wanted to, even if the dwarves came in and try to fight us. Just because our quality of troops seem to be a lot better. Moving more blood slaves out of this province here. Yeah, I'd probably take 4 of these guys off at least, because we're not able to keep up the patrolling with the unrest currently, it seems like. So yeah, I'll take like half of these blood hunters off and put them in a separate province. Probably one up here, like 83. It's got death 3. We got well pestilence in it probably. Or 79, that would be a decent one. The blood hunt, 64 wouldn't be bad. 53 wouldn't be bad. Anything else? 31. Looks like 43 has a well in it as well. No one's taken water yet. We do see a very, very large orc army here. 240 units at 27. There is not a river, though it's not frozen. It is in autumn, so it may come up soon, and us pushing our dominion might end up freezing that river, so we might have to worry about that, but I doubt they'll come for us. It just seems like a very odd fight there, because they may end up getting cut off during summertime, so I don't think they'd be able to reinforce themselves. So I'm sure they're going in this direction here. No one still hasn't taken 41 or 51. I do not know whether or not 50 has been taken. We do not have a scout over there. We need to get a scout over here pretty quickly. I should have been working on that. That was a mistake on my part of not making a crap ton of scouts in this game. For just every province, I would, make a scout, in every province that I could, and just move them out. I might do that later on. I do not remember. Making more sorceresses here. We still have a lot of money in the bank. Not sure what we're doing. We're just really building up our mage corps and our researchers that we have going on, it seems. Yeah, it looks like we're doing a lot with the researchers, not as much with the cultists, but we do have a few. We have 2 moving at 35 to go ahead and build a lab and a temple. That might be why I'm saving up so much gold. Are we building troops anywhere else? I don't think we're building troops other than in the capital at the moment. So that's where we found those heretics there at 79. Anything there? No, just more cultists. We should have been making one of these golden order adepts for sure. I guess it's one more. I should have someone building this. Not sure why he's moving. This should be turned to building another fortress here, since we already had the lab and the temple. So we're building Palestine on 47. It's a very decent province. A lot of the provinces we found have been very, very nice. And at this point, I mean, all we really want to make out of these forts here are just mages. No real reason to make large numbers of troops anyway, because even if we tried, we wouldn't be able to make, that many. 4, yeah, pretty slow. 1 knight per turn. I mean, we could probably make a lot of marauders. Not even a lot of marauders, honestly. That's not that great. So, is what it is. I guess we'd probably be able to make more out of here. Oh yeah, we can make a decent amount of warriors out of this province. So that's not too bad. But we'll go ahead and pass the turn and see what else we have going on here. Definitely trying to get our blood up. We're only at blood 3 at the moment. Probably won't go to blood 4 till way later on. There are a few of these unique spells that I will be casting, so they will be pretty cool. Definitely want to get those. I even want to get all the way to blood 9, so we'll see how that goes. So that was turn 25. How do the mercenaries look? No underwater mercenaries, unfortunately. No one's really been buying the mercenaries, interestingly enough. But we do see, I mean, there is fighting going on. We just don't see them buying anything. Dwarves are looking pretty strong. These here, they seem to control a lot. I'm not sure how far to the west they go. But I mean, if they control this area here, that's quite a bit of land they've got themselves. Not sure if they're fighting over here or what. The Chaos Dwarves do seem a bit small. They did take that throne, which is very nice for them. Not sure how far the Orcs have moved south. Can we see the Orc capital? No, we do not know where that is, unfortunately. Not sure how far the Dwarves have moved up in either direction. Yeah, definitely need to work on that scouting. Like I said, this game has been a long time ago. I value scouting a lot higher now than I did before. So let's end turn 25. And next we'll go to turn 26. There we go. Alright, so we already found 2 more sites. We have another battle unexpected event happen, a barbarian horde. Uh-oh. It sucks. So they killed our Fire 3 mage and 2 shamans. We should have had these guys on retreat. It looks like we didn't. Probably a big mistake on my part there. Now, losing the Fire 3 is not as important since we just can recruit more Fire 3s. But yeah, we should have definitely had these guys on retreat. Do keep that in mind. You'll probably see that later on. If you want to keep a mage, and they're just site searching around, make sure they're on retreat, because events like this can definitely happen, and you can lose a very valuable mage that you're site searching with. I mean, it's very, very possible. It looks like our units did do kind of well, but they were not able to hold back all of them. You see, so many barbarians are reaching our units back here that are not fatigued out yet. Some of them are. Those shamans are, but the adept is not yet. So yeah, getting himself in a very dangerous situation. We know they are going to be taken out. So very, very unfortunate there. But we do have other high fire mages, so it's not too bad. So we found a Farm of Plenty in the Ferry. Let's check this out. The Ferry gives us 1 water gem and 1 death gem. That is very nice, increasing our death gem income to 2, I thought. Might be because we lost the province. Hold on. I thought we already had +1 death. Oh yeah, we did. So we searched and we lost the farm, and this just gives us a 50 supply point bonus there. But yeah, it's because we lost it. That's why we're still at 1. So, but that will give us up to 2 death gems per turn. So that's pretty nice. Other than that, approach banner deal. Okay, got a lot of gems here for 1 gold. Not too bad. We lost a lot of gold here in the flood. Lost population. We already checked out that battle there for the barbarians. Killed a lot of brigands. I'm sure there's still a lot of unrest. Yeah, we definitely need to get rid of some of these guys. A big mistake. I definitely did learn a lot about blood hunting after this. And I just put more patrollers in there where, in fact, we just need less blood hunters, okay? Make sure you're either doing it with more efficient blood hunters, so units that have high blood, yeah, sure, if you want to get a lot, but that unrest is going to creep up a lot faster if you have just a ton of blood hunters. But yeah, I've been kind of going a more like efficient route with having a higher blood level units blood hunting, and just having fewer of them. They do a pretty good job, and they make less unrest, so overall you'll need less people patrolling. And see, I haven't really wisened up yet, and I'm moving more blood hunters in. So let this be a warning. So we are making more scouts, but we should be making them in all the provinces we own, just because of how much money we currently have. So we do have these marauders doing an event. We have a site searcher moving around. Site searching and sneaking. We see a amethyst wizard here. It is a death astral mage from Nuln, putting a lab and a temple in 35. After they get done with 35, they're going to move to 31 and get a lab and temple built there as well. Definitely we want to get as many mages as we can out as fast as possible. We want to have the highest research in this game, and we want that to take us to the end game for sure. So yeah, we're going to deal with 87 this turn. We have a lot of troops going that way. That's about it right now. Moving some more patrollers over to 48, I mean. Building a fort there in 2 turns on 45 to make sure we have full control of that throne there. Yeah, that golden throne is really bringing us some real income there at 278 in the swampland. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Are we making more? No, we're not making units there, but we do keep trying to do that event to figure that out. Alright, so that's turn 26. Checking mercenaries, no new mercenaries. Yeah, I would love to take 84 right there, and then from there, take these 2 provinces. So that would be on our bucket list. And as far as getting in this lake as well, that would be very nice. So a lot of a pretty big source of income for us, being able to grab a bunch of extra land pieces. Want to take 46 out pretty soon as well, whenever we get the chance. Want to hit some key magic areas. Before that, of course, definitely have been rather slow on the research side since we've been doing a lot of site searching and other things, and I think we just were kind of slow in the beginning, but we're starting to pick up a little bit more speed. See, I did put in some blood. We do want to go high blood. And that will be all for turn 26. We'll check out our last turn being turn 27. Continue. All right. Okay, so we did cast a couple of dark knowledges here. So we found 1 well of pestilence, no sites, an overgrown graveyard, and nothing. So we lost on 2 there, and we found 2 sites. So that is going to be bringing our death income up to 4 at least. I'm pretty sure that's a nature death site, but we'll check it out. It is. It's in the well of pestilence found down here. It's just a one gem site. Yeah. So does this increase death? I'm not entirely sure. It might increase death. So, of course, we beat the barbarians there. So they only found 29 good blood slaves. And there's 11 of them overall. The reason why it's so low because the unrest was so high. So we have to be careful about that. We lost 1 Forsaken Warrior, 2 Lesser Chaos Spawns, and 1 Marauder, killing 49 barbarians. That's a pretty decent trade for us for sure. Those Chaos Chosen were doing a pretty decent job at taking things out. So did the Spawn, honestly. They did a pretty good job as well. So we have a few events. When attacking the village, your men were met by monstrous creatures defending it alongside the villagers. Interesting. Dominion +4, Order +1, +6 Earth Gems. Similar to Capital Inhabitants, excluded fishing village. Okay. Ooh, so it's cultists, hybrids, more hybrids, madmen, peasants, vile things. How interesting. And of course, our Marauders and Forsaken and Chaos Spawn were able to take it out pretty easily, even though there wasn't many of them. I do like these numbers here because these things they're not easy. They're pretty decent. Let's check that out. I'm being so outnumbered, of course. High HP pool, 14. Let's see, protection's kind of low. Bunch of attacks. Those tridents seem pretty hard. Well, it looks like today we have more. Almost looks like we had the same amount, but they have just about twice as much more as us. But yeah, our Marauders are just a little bit above average, so they're pretty decent at fighting these guys, especially being low armor troops and whatnot. So yeah, taking care of that event. Took out 112 brigands, very nice, taking out that unrest. So we did claim that throne there. That's not us. Sorcerer, that might be us. Siege Chanter, the Sorcerer Lord. I can't tell if that's us or not. So we did find 2 more sites. Altogether, we found 4 sites this turn. We are really racking up the sites. There's another Ancient Temple giving us Astral Pearl, an Enchanted Windmill giving us another wind air gem. That's what they're called. Yeah, so 50 supply and 1 air gem, and then the Ancient Temple giving us 1 more Astral. That is very nice, taking us to 13 for each. Well, actually 15 for Astral, and then 13 for air. Very sweet. Research is up to 254. Not the best on turn 27, but we will get around to making it a lot better. We do have a crap ton of mages actually blood hunting instead. I mean, oh, they're kind of crappy at research. Never mind. It's not going to be that much of a difference, but it could possibly have got us up to 300 per turn. Doing a bowl of blood just to try it out. Some more dark knowledge just to try to really get our blood income coming in. It is up to 4, but it could be a lot better. We definitely do want to try that blood, or not blood, but death is a pretty good spell, pretty good paths to have in the late game. And if we can get a high enough income and start to really or we can really start getting that into our mage core and maybe doing some summons and whatnot as far as getting higher death, that'd be very, very beneficial for us. So many troops there, 85. Not sure what they're doing. So they pulled some from 78 over. Very interesting. So at this point, I do believe the vampire counts have told us that we could have 68. So we're going to be moving over a decent amount of... No, actually we're not. We're actually just moving our commander over. Making more troops. You're moving over. Making commanders there. Not sure. So we are making warriors here in 66. I think this is what we're going to be using to take on these barbarians. Since the fort's already broken, we really didn't need a lot of troops. We just need to be able to kill once on top and then once on the inside, since we don't need to siege it down at all. Was it Ziggurat too? I can't remember. Okay, I do remember that one now. Moving our troops back down to 78 to figure out the heretics or whatever is going on in there. But overall, things are looking pretty good for us. Moving more blood slaves over up to 144. We are starting to use some of them now. In Thaumaturgy 3, anything in particular, we want Thaumaturgy 3 for probably something like teleport. That's a pretty good one. Since we can use a bunch of our higher level mages to teleport. Mind Burn is a good one to grab since we do have a lot of astral mages. Sleep is a good one to grab since we have a lot of nature mages. They'd have to use a gem, but that would be pretty decent. Dust to Dust is really good. Master and Communion Slaves really good. So yeah, there's a bunch of things we're going to pick up here from Thom 1 through 3, and then we'll head over to Blood 4 through 6. Why do we want to stop at 6? Probably to get the prince there. Ritual of 5 Gates isn't bad. Kalhar, Rain of Toads is not too bad. For 20 slaves, that's a pretty decent one for 40 unrest. You can shut someone's cap down with that. Bloodletting's good in certain situations. Herald and Demonette Troop are pretty good. I think I do cast a lot of the troop here. 6 for 32 slaves, not too bad, because those Demonettes are pretty strong. Waking Dark Vines, Demon Knight, we won't be doing stuff like Demon Knights and stuff like that till down here at level 9, getting the best bang for our buck for them. And along with Keeper of Secrets, we will definitely be wanting to grab some of these guys. They're going to be pretty cool. Blood Rain is going to be a good one for us to cast, because on top of that, we'll be able to do things like Wailing Winds, Father Ear Earth for us to go into higher earth. Curse of Blood for vampires is a great spell. Archdevil gets up into higher fire. All great spells we can cast there. Ice Devil there for higher water as well. That's going to be a decent one. We're going to try to cast that. Rush of Strength, Life for a Life, really two really good spells. Proof Crossbreeding if we needed Chaff. We don't really need it. I guess we'd have to empower one of our shamans to get that nature blood going on there. Blood Vortex, I see a lot of people go for this, but honestly I never really do. It gives you it gives you a lot of blood slays, but I mean if you have enough land you can just blood hunt as much as you want. 3 red seconds, putting down a fort is very nice. And you have a lot of great spells here. So yeah, we'll definitely head down blood next. I do want to get some alt and enchantment though for some battlefield magic along with evocation. Not as much evocation. I usually go evocation kind of last. I do prioritize alteration and enchantment a little bit more. In this case, we'll be going higher blood because we do want just a lot of paths to be able to do stuff. But yeah, that's what we have going on here for these 3 turns. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.